I'm cleaning up another air unit today. This one's in the vampire's den. This is a very important tool for cleaning your air unit. You take off the outer casing, whoops, and then you put one of these lovely bags around it. It keeps wanting to focus on my hand. And then from the top, I covered up the electronics. But number one, of course, I unplugged it. This is my wall of plates, so I took all my plates off the wall. Aren't they pretty? Remember, the bag drains down, whoops, into a bucket. I've inspected the unit and my coils themselves are pretty clean, but the flywheel, that's what I want to call it constantly, the flywheel is not looking very clean. See that mess up in there? That's nasty, and we're gonna clean it. And this is not easy to do while filming. You want to wear gloves while handling these chemicals. Sometimes I forget, but I try to remember them. Oh yeah. I'm gonna spray this whole area here and not worry about the top this time because the top looks good. This is the newer unit. Now it's all up in there foaming and cleaning. We're gonna let that sit while we fill up our water bottle. We gotta build up the pressure. All right, we've let this sit to soften up all that junk. Here we go. Got my little tank on. I'm gonna make this happen. There, doesn't that look so much better? So much better. That'll make it run much more efficiently. But I didn't tape this down. I was naughty, and I should have taped this against the wall because it definitely dripped, and I made a little bit of a mess. Fortunately, I have a towel. Now, as you can see, I covered up the electronics part to make sure that I didn't get that wet while I was doing this. And then this is the condenser coil. It's clean, it's just wet. Let's remove the bag. There, the electronics. We're gonna let this dry 30 minutes to an hour, then we'll put it all back together. And we will dump the nasty, yucky water down the toilet. Fiddle around on our free piano. Before I forget, I have this little baby brush for the drain line. This little hole right here then goes down that way and drains the condensate. So we want to take our little brush and give it a clean. Looking good. So I hear there's little tablets I can buy to throw down in here, and it'll help eat the stuff that's kind of hanging out in the bottom of the drain pan. Off comes our bag. I want to carefully place this in my bucket. Try my best not to make a mess as I dump this down the toilet. It's not very pretty. I'll wipe off the mess that I left on the wall. Wipe off some of our excess water. Wipe off any excess yucky from this. Snap this back on the wall, making sure to connect things up here at the top. Oh, I wish it was more in focus. Up there. Yeah, those things. Way up there. Screwed back on our little door, and then there's 4 screws on the case up top and 1 underneath in this little hidey hole. The problem I have with this unit is that the drain line isn't going down enough. In fact, I would say it's actually angled back this way a little bit, so we need to work on that because it's dripping onto our rock maple cutting board and doing damage to it. That's not cool. But unfortunately, that might mean having to drill another hole in my wall. And one might mention that once or twice in passing to the person who might have something to do with that, and they might be busy. So now we wipe this fin down and then we reinstall it. Then you have these filters that are removable for everybody to be able to clean, you know, once a month. You can rinse them out in your kitchen sink.
Leave the unit as sink. Watch when I push up on it. See how it kind of goes upward?
I do.
Which changes the angle of the flow of the water. So I'm going to have to double check the mounting bracket and make sure that it's put in correctly so that it doesn't continue to do that. So I think I'm going to have to let this off the wall and lift the mounting bracket maybe half an inch, check the anchors, make sure they're all good and they're not somehow pulling down on the plaster or whatnot. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Alright, so this tube has got a bunch of things clogging it up, going outward and across. And there's a joint here where it's backing up and then coming into this, which is what's really been causing this leak. This is going to be long enough or not?
Not long enough?
Yeah, see it goes about that far. And we probably need something that goes quite a bit further. Although spraying it out. Give me some LA Awesome. You got some?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pour a little bit of LA Awesome down this.
There's a floater in there.
I think this will probably cut through that. I don't have to worry about it hurting any of the parts of the air conditioner since it's just the drain.
That definitely looks like it's at a better angle. Yay. I got my beautiful plate collection back up. Isn't she divine? I love it. I got those for an auction. I had to buy all the plates for like $6.